Hello and welcome to my channel. My name's Samantha. This is the Budget Mum UK. Today's video, because you keep requesting these, is another food video, but this time I'm going to be putting together a week's worth of lunches to go. So whether you're going to school, whether you're going to college, or whether you're going to work, or whether, like me, you just need some food ready and prepared because you've got a little one running around, and if you don't do that, you don't get to eat, then this video is for you. So I'm going to go through 5 different foods that you can have throughout the week, which are healthy, delicious and nutritious. If you didn't know, I used to own a 120-seater restaurant, which means I'm really good at being able to put together some delicious and inventive ideas without having to spend too much money. Now, if you compare some of these items to those that you can get on the go from a deli, from a Pret, from Starbucks, from wherever, the cost saving is really, really significant. And the good thing is that you can tweak these recipes so they are just exactly what you want. You want extra peppers in there, you can put extra peppers in there. Don't want any onions? You can get no onions. I tend to make quite a few of these all in one go, usually because often I use some of the same ingredients. And my other top tip is to make a great big fruit salad at the start of the week, and that way it's ready to go. I'm going to be sharing that with you as well in this video. So come on in. So for today's video, I did have a good look around for some bento boxes, but I was really quite fussy about the ones that I could see. So I did manage to get hold of some of these because I know the Systema ones are really, really good. I've had them in the past before. I really like these ones because of the different features that they had. So this particular one, it comes with the tiny little tub that you can put oils or whatever else in there as well. So I quite like taking salads, but I don't like them getting soggy, so I can put my leaves down here, I can put berries, or I can put nuts, keep them separate until the time I want it, and then I can add in my oils or any flavourings that I've got. I liked these ones because I do like taking snacks with me as well, and I tend to take mostly fruit, things like apples or oranges or banana, but occasionally I like taking yogurts, and for me I prefer buying the big tub of yogurt and putting a smaller portion in there. So if I got this, that would work really, really well. And I like this one as well. I just thought this was a good size one to have, but there's also these little compartment bits as well if I wanted to add either a snack on the side, some berries or something like that to keep it separate, or if I wanted to say take a bolognese, I could put the cheese in there, I could sprinkle it on afterwards. So I will put a link to these items below. So even if you've not got those, you know, I've got cupboards full of these. These are even these are from the same range, the Systema. These are ones that I've had literally for years. These tend to be ones that I fill up for freezer foods, massive ones. So you could use any old lunchbox really, but I just thought these ones quite nice. So let's get into it. So the first thing I like to do when I'm prepping is I'll tend to prep on a Sunday for my lunches, because with having the little one, if I don't prep, I generally don't get lunch. And even though I'm feeding him and he's on small things, I'd rather have myself a proper meal. Otherwise, you know, it's just not good, and I need to have the energy to keep going with him throughout the day. So I tend to make a big batch load of something, and then I can portion it out throughout the week as well. So that's what I'm going to do first. So the first thing that I like to do is make a really big portion of fruit salad. And the reason I like to do this is that it'll last a few days in the fridge. It's pre-made. I can just take a portion of it into my lunchbox as and when I'm ready to make up that next day's lunch, or even if I want it as a bit of a snack, there's something already there to go to. It keeps really, really well as it is, but in case you're worried, or if you've got something that might potentially start to turn, a squeeze of lemon juice on it helps to keep it a little bit more preserved for a little bit longer. Or you can even pop in some fruit juice. My little boy absolutely loves the Rubicon mango juice. So get it, and I probably don't go through too much of it because he doesn't drink a lot of it, but If you pour some of that over the fruit salad once it's made, again, that'll help to preserve it a little bit. For this really delicious and easy and simple pasta salad, you're going to take one big bowl of already cooked pasta. I really like fusilli for this one. I've rinsed it and then drizzled with a bit of olive oil, and I'm adding some either feta cubes or you can add some Greek salad cubes, whichever you prefer, some diced and quartered cherry tomatoes, and then I'm just going to give this a really, really good mix. No extra olive oils needed because we've already got some on that pasta. And then when I think it's really nice and mixed together, I'm going to add in some dried oregano, a cupboard staple which I love. You could choose to add fresh basil or something else similar if you prefer, but just as it is, giving it another really lovely mix. Perhaps add some black pepper if you prefer to add that in. Once you're happy it's all mixed together, pop it into your dish, your tub, whatever you're going to take away with you. And then I'm just going to leave that to one side whilst I prep one of my little side dishes as well. So I'm going to grab those little pots we saw before, taking one of my big tubs of yogurt. Now I've put quite a good few scoops in here, 3 or 4 I think, and it probably could take a little bit more as well. I just think it's a bit more economical, a bit more exciting to be able to do it this way, and these pots are really, really handy for that. And then, of course, I'm going to grab another pot and take some of that fresh fruit berry salad that I made earlier on. Pop them together and we are good to go for the day. For Tuesday, I decided to make myself a really easy and simple chicken salad. Just grab a selection of mixed leaves, some spinach, pop that all in together, and then I'm going to go ahead and add in some grated carrot. Of course, you can buy this already made, but I prefer to grate my own. You can add as much or as little as you like. Some cherry tomatoes, which I've already halved because they save quite well like this. And I'm just going to top it with some cooked chicken breast that I cooked this morning. You could add anything else extra you want to this, some bacon, some ham, whatever else you want to pop in there that you like to have. Sometimes I add in cheese. Goat's cheese goes really well. Just going to use little of these tubs to add in some mixed strawberries and some almonds as well. I can add those almonds onto the salad later on, or I can keep them as a little side snack, whichever you'd rather do throughout the day. For Wednesday, I decided to make this particular recipe because I know how busy my Wednesdays are. I quite often need just one hand to grab my lunch. So I really like this. It's a really healthy pita bread, which I'm spreading with some hummus and stuffing in some spinach leaves as well. So you can make as much or as little of this as you want to. Add in other salad ingredients, whatever you like to have. Got some cherry tomatoes going on, making the most of that big tub of cherry tomatoes that I bought at the beginning of the week. And then I'm just going to go ahead and wrap this really nice and tightly in the tin foil. This helps make sure it keeps really, really nice and fresh and stops all those little ingredients from falling out everywhere, which is usually what happens to me. And we're just going to pop the finished item into one of my handy Tupperware dishes, add in some diced carrots and some more of that berry salad as well, and some cherry tomatoes on the side there too. Pop on the lid and we're good to go. For Thursday, I am making one of my absolute favourite kind of salads. It's goat's cheese with walnuts and beetroot. Now, these are probably at the higher end of my ingredients, but I absolutely love this, and it little bit honestly goes a long, long way. It might not look like I've used a lot of goat's cheese here, and I've probably not, but honestly, it is so filling and so delicious, you really don't need too much of this. So I'm going to start off by slicing quite decent sized chunks. You probably want these about a centimetre thick. And then I'm going to take 4 of these chunks and cover it in these gorgeous little black poppy seeds, you could use black sesame seeds, whatever you like on there. This just adds a little bit of extra crunch. You don't have to do it if you don't like that. And then just going to cube up some of this fresh beetroot, because the deliciousness between these ingredients, oh, honestly, you've got to try it if you haven't already. And this is just one whole beetroot that I'm using there. Of course, you can use jarred beetroot, whatever you find easiest. I went with the pickled beetroot of whole because it was on an offer at the time of making this video, so that was fine for me. Then we're just going to throw all the ingredients together. I've got some mixed leaves, some sliced red onion, some goat's cheese, and the beetroot. Oh, it's delicious. You could add in some walnuts as well because I really like the extra crunch. And then just because I had some left over, I added some more cooked chicken too. Delicious. Friday's another one of those busy days for me, so I've got one of those handy meals to go. I've just added on some honey mustard dressing there. I happen to have some in the fridge, but you can go with whatever you like if you prefer mayonnaise. Just something to add a little bit of moistness to your wrap. Popping in some ham, some really nice, delicious ham, which I prefer to spend a little bit more on this. You don't need as much, I just feel like it's better quality. Put in as much again or as little as you like, and pop in whatever salad you like. I just have some more of those mixed leaves, utilising all the salad ingredients that I've got from earlier on in the week to make the most of it. Some grated carrot, and you could add in other things, whatever you like. If you want to put some cheese in there, that would go really, really well. Some tomatoes, either or you can double up on this wrap, make as much or as little as you like. I also cut this on the diagonal just because it looks really quite pretty, and it makes me feel like I'm having something from a deli rather than homemade from my own kitchen. And again, you can stuff it as much as you like. This is just how much I prefer to have in mine. Then I'm going to go ahead and use one of these new Systema boxes with the little oil in the centre. I'm going to pop in my wrap in there, and then there's plenty of space in the bottom as well, so I can add in some more salad as an extra on the side, where I'm going to put in some more of those leaves and a great big hunky chunk of cheddar cheese, because I priced up the individual cheddar cheese pieces. You know, you can buy them in the wrappers. It's so much more economical to just slice a piece of your own block of cheese if you can. Next, I'm going to grab the handy little oil tub, and instead of putting oil in there because I don't feel like it needs it, I'm going to actually use this for some more of that hummus. Remember from the pita sandwich that I had earlier on in the week? Still got a bit of hummus left? Might as well use it up. And this is just the perfect size for a handy little snack as well. So I really like this. And the lid is really nice and secure, so I know none of this is going to be leaking out anywhere. Then I'm going to go ahead and add in some more of those sliced carrots that I've been using throughout the week as well. You could add in other things, cucumber, whatever you like to have in there, courgette, something like that. I'm just going to fill this right up because I love snacking on carrots. It just sort of takes away the craving for chocolate and crisps. And of course, I'm going to finish off with some more of my lovely berry salad. So this is just about going to take me up to the end of the week. And that's me all prepped and ready to go. I hope you found it useful. I hope you have found some new ideas you might be able to change and try. And I hope that you will give this a thumbs up, a comment, a like. And if you'd like to see more videos just like this one, please do let me know. And I'll see you really, really soon. Thanks so much, and goodbye.